those things were everywhere. Like it was mainstream culture for a quick second. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you could go to the mall and buy our shirts at Chic. They were all over Chic and like
Wow.
stuff. It was nuts, man. It was definitely like the perfect time,
Hmm.
and it just exploded, and we were just right there. So we were very lucky, you know.
No doubt. Now, what do you think is because Jabbawockees is still at it? What do you think it is about them that separated them from all of the following seasons with as far as their marketability and their ability just to keep the ball rolling? Do you think it has something to do with like the mystique because you don't know who they are and you don't see their face,
Yeah.
or do you think it has something to do with like you can be a Jabberwocky for Halloween, or like what do you
Yeah,
think it is?
all those reasons. Like, from the get go, I mean, it's the mask. You know what I mean? Like they had the product. You know, they had something that was like, this is what makes Jabbawockees. You know, Super Crew. We had this, but it was still based around us. Like if you took one guy out of our crew, and if you're a fan of Super Crew, you would be like, oh, okay, who's that new guy? You know, or if you replace somebody, you'd be like, wait, who's that? You know, and
Right.
like with Jabbawockees, it's a brand. That mask made them a brand. You know, so it's really and even to this day, you know what I mean, like it's not exactly like the same guys that were there in America's Best Dance Crew dancing on stages all over the world, but it's their brand that they created. It's their ideas, their choreography, you know, it's still their vision. So that's what's so like they found. And I don't know, like, you know, like they have an exact story of how it all came about, but it was kind of they kind of stumbled on something that was just like exactly what a dancer needs. You know what I mean? To kind of like, oh, excuse me. Okay, man. Yeah, but you know, the dancer needs a product. You know, and we never really had that. And with Jabbawockees, they had that product, and I mean, look where they're at now. You know, it's taken them so far. It's amazing.
Right. I've had conversations with people about like the reason why breaking hasn't, become more of a marketable sport, so on and so forth. And I usually compare it to skateboarding.
Right.
And I think that's part of what it comes down to. Kind of what you're alluding to with the Jabbawockees is to be a skateboarder, there's something I have to actually go purchase. I have to go
Exactly.
buy a skate, and skateboards ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about like $100+ purchases, then you gotta get wheels, trucks, so on and so forth. Even with the Jabbawockees, like you were saying with Super Crew, I don't know how you do the thing, but I can do my hand like this for free. You know what I'm saying? But to be a
Yeah.
Jabberwocky, I need that. You can't go around with the outfit on, showing your face, talking about I'm a Jabberwocky. They'd be like, no, you Illskillz, or no, you Ben. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got the mask on. It's like, well, he is a Jabberwocky. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's amazing, dude. Like, you know, I worked with Jabbawockees for 7 years. You know, I was behind the mask as well, and just to see the impact and see the way it lights up people's faces, like it's pure amazing entertainment. And then, but they're very, you know, what made them very, like, to me, what I think what made them very successful in the get go is by the time they, you know, did America's Best Dance Crew, they had a catalog of choreography and numbers and all these shows from like when they used to perform at like Culture Shock San Diego and all these different things. And they would tie everything in very nicely. Like, you know, like they would start the way that they ended their last routine. And those little things told a story. So it gave you so much content, and it gave you so much, like, it's more than just dancing, you know what I mean? And then plus with them, and they simplified their movements too, so that you can understand it to the music, you know? Before that, I feel like before Jabbawockees, everybody was just so full out. You see dancers and they'll just be like, go, ha, 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 ha. And, and sometimes you lose a little bit, right? Because like Jabbawockees, you know, they can have a moment where they're going slow and then, you know what I mean? And you see it, you hear it happen at the same time. And it's like, oh, I get it. So they were speaking that language to people, and it really revolutionized dance and everything, I believe.
Wow. So you saying they basically and they advanced it by simplifying it?
Yeah.
That's
In a way.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
dope. And you mentioned a little while ago about an experience being a part of the Battle of the Year competition. Now, you guys have, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys have you guys represented the U.S. twice overseas?
Aus den Vereinigten Staaten from the US of A, we got Knucklehead Zoo! What? What? Okay, we hear you. It's all good. No, it wasn't Poland. Stop it. What's wrong with you, man?
I didn't say that. You said it. Nah, just bad jokes here.
All right. Next
So,
crew.
From far, far away.
They came from far, far away. These guys came a long way, man.
You know that. You mentioned that.
From
The U
S,
of A.
the motherland of hip hop, baby.
Uh-oh. Don't move or something like that. We just got love to give. Okay? Nothing but love to them. Make some noise for
Knucklehead Zoo.
Yo, what's up? I'm Knucklehead Zoo from Las Vegas. Represent. Crew up.
Zoo, baby. What's up,
Zoo.
baby? Bye, Zoo.
Bam!
Okay, so we got the next crew coming
Next
up,
crew
right?
coming to the stage.
The next crew is coming from the USA.
Dope.
Please give a big applause for the
Knucklehead
Knucklehead
Zoo.
Yeah, we did more. We did like 3. I did 3 with the crew, and I think they did 1 more. Oh no, and then Zoologic did 1. So it's like 4 times.
Wow, damn, that's
Yeah.
so. What
We've never
like,
won it.
huh? That's what I was going to ask you. Why do you
Yeah.
think, like, with all of the experience that you guys had doing it repeatedly, why do you think like you never were able to bring back the title?
Okay, so the first year our show just wasn't good enough. You know, we weren't experienced enough yet. The second year was that when we did the Ninjas. Our show got better, but then it was too theatrical, you know. So the first year, like, we just went out breaking. We're like, all right, Vegas style. We had on like these suits and kind of, or like these jackets, and
I remember the sport coat.
we were trying to have our, and at this time we used to break, like, this is when we first was like, all right, I'm 20, 22, 23. We were going out and breaking like at bars and having parties, and so we were trying to be like these cool Vegas guys that break. And then we're on stage and we didn't make it. Like we just didn't put our show together like in that formula. You know, we were always trying to be, I felt like, a little too creative. You know, and then the next year we got real creative and we did like the Ninja show, which in Battle of the Year USA turned out really well. Like, we even like edited a video that like the video is playing behind us. We just kind of like, at this point, Knucklehead Zoo was like really going like a step further than most crews. We started getting jumpsuits. Everyone's matching these Adidas Predator jumpsuits. You know what I mean? Down to the shoes. You know, we found out where the venue was going to be, and we found out if they were able to play video. You know what I mean? And they were able to play video. And then we had, so I went and I made a freaking crazy like Japanimation like video according to the music, you know, with like clever little things. There was even a moment where there's like a picture being taken, like sound effect, and I put like anime titties on there, you know what I mean? And like it was just entertainment. So we kind of prepared, you know, to really give them a show. So when we got to the venue, we had like our video guy go and like hook up all the stuff for like the projector and all that. And we didn't have like stage people there helping us or nothing. We just did it without any permission. We just did it. You know what I mean? So it happened, and it made a dope show. And then we went to the finals, and we always get one spot before a chance to battle. So I think it was like top 4, right? We would get fifth place, like every time. So we were always so close to making it, but we never made it. And then this last time we did it with Zoologic with the kids. And this time the formula with the show was like perfect, because like Eric had really like worked with the kids so much on the show. So it was so clean. And then some of the older guys came in and just helped out. But then when we went to do the battle, we just lost in the battle. We were it was still like the kids kind of moment. So we still had them out there, battling and all that. So yeah, I mean, Battle of the Year is definitely a formula. If you understand the formula and you don't really care about what you really feel, like, I guess like you have to like play the game, you know what I mean? And I think like us as a crew, we're always like trying to really like express something, or like we're trying to keep it real to like ourselves. Like, nah, man, we got to have it, like we got to come out like this and do this, and you know what I mean? But sometimes you got to realize, man, competitions, it's a sport, it's a game too, you know what I mean? So you got to play.
You got to, when you leave it up to judges, you do sometimes have to sacrifice a piece of who you are just to fit into whatever it is they're looking for. Now, what would you say it is about the Battle of the Year, like you were saying, formula, that doesn't exactly rock with the way we get down in the States? Because it seems like these other countries are more bred for these shows and these performances to get into the battle. Now, if we get to the battle, it's a whole nother story. But the part that we seem to trip up on, is putting together the level of production show that they're looking for over there in Europe. What do you think is the reason, like, why we don't get down like that?
I think there's a few reasons. I feel like in other countries too, there's, a lot of the crews are always doing theater shows. They're always working together, you know what I mean? And also just in America, dude, like everyone is about their own unique style, you know what I mean? So you can have like a dancer like Kid David and a dancer like, let's just say like Casper, right? Like they're in the same crew, but they have a completely like different set of skills, you know what I'm saying? Like they dance completely different. They look completely, they practice completely different. Like, I feel like America is all about these uniqueness and different kind of styles, and knowing, it's still, I think it still has a stem of just our upbringing of just understanding that, don't bite, or, don't be looking like, no, that's my style, I did that, or, you know what I mean? Right. So America has all these like really dope, like individual, like all-stars and stuff, and crews too, of course. But as far as the teamwork, like I've noticed that there aren't many like really organized American crews and crews too that also be like, you know what, I'm going to learn, like I'm going to be the powerhead for the crew, and this guy is going to learn power just the same as me, so we can do these routines together for the better of the squad. You know what I mean? No one's thinking like that. Everyone's like, okay, you can do flare 90 to that, I'm going to do flare, air chair to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so they almost do it like sports positions over there. Like, okay, I'm the quarterback, you're going to be the receiver, you're going to be the linebacker, and we're going to learn different skills, but it all puts together for this team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely a lot of crews like that, and they're just more organized and more tactical with it. I feel like we're not really like that. And I think too, also because of the opportunity too, like it's not that easy for, a crew to like get together and put together a routine and go and have a place for them to perform that routine, you know what I mean? Like once a week or once a month even, right. It's got to come out of our pockets usually.
Yeah.
So
and then sometimes I also think of like, what's the incentive? If we had a very like developed performance, like b-boy performance scene, that we would probably be a lot better. But we have a developed battle scene. Like, show up and let's get it popping, like, so that's where we excel. versus these other countries that do have a more developed like performance scene and more of these like big production opportunities. But yeah, word, man.
True,
No doubt.
When that crashed, like the first thing to go is entertainment.
Right.
So everything started to slow down. And then I came back home and I was like in Vegas again. Like, you know, that's why when this pandemic rolled around, I was like, shit, I've been through this kind of stuff.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, go ahead and smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support so far. So peace until the next episode.